right, here is our short review for the LT12 retake. We've got our number 4, and I'll look at number 5 as well. So this one, we want the radius, and we're given the arc length. Sometimes it might be the area. You've got to read carefully. And we've got our formulas. So x over circumference equals theta over 360. So that one is when we're using the circumference or when we're using length. The other one we know, x over area equals theta over 360. And remember, this area is area of the entire circle. So it might not just be the A in the problem, it's going to be the area of the entire circle. All right, so back to this one where we've got arc length. That arc length is going to be plugged in for x. Oop. We don't know the circumference, so that's going to stay C. The angle is 98. So here the shaded angle is 98. If the other side is shaded, then we would have to subtract from 360. So in this problem we can just do the 98 as it is, but for example the one we saw in the first attempt of the test, we had to subtract from 360. Alright, now this goes over 360. We're going to cross multiply. We get 98C equals, so that equals 16,200. Divide by 98, divide by 98. C equals 165.3. All right, so we've got the circumference, but we want the radius. So now we are going to have to take this equation, and we know the radius equals 2 pi r. So we're going to set this equal to 2 pi r. So 2 pi r equals 165.3. Divide by 2. And we get pi times radius equals 82.7, and then divide by pi. So we get radius equals 26.3. So the big thing here is making sure you get the correct setup. Making sure that you put the information they give you in the right spot, it's usually going to be x, and that you get the right angle for theta. So if the angle they give you is the shaded angle, then you just plug that in. If the angle they give you is on the other side, make sure you subtract from 360. All right, let's take a look at number 5 as well. All right, number 5. We want to find the area of the unshaded portion. So we've got a circle. We've got the radius is 13, so there's our radius, and we want the area. So our area formula we know is pi r squared. So we can do pi times 13 squared. Pi times 13 squared. And we get 530.9. And then, kind of looking at the circle, we count up that there are 8 sections. So if I take this area and divide it by 8, that is the area of one section. So this right here is the area of one section. And sorry, my pen is not working so great. There we go. So to get the area of the unshaded sections, there are 5. So if we take this 66.4 times 5, we get our final answer. Here, I'll write it up above. Of about 332, or if you didn't round, 331.8. I'm going to go with 331.8. Either way, I would mark it correct. So this is our final answer. Now, arc length is about the same idea. We just do circumference instead. So 2 pi r, circumference equals 2 times pi times 13. $81.7. I'm going to divide that by 8 for how many sections there are. Ooh. Let's write that again. Okay. And then I'm going to times by 5 for how many unshaded sections there are. So divided by 8 times 5. 0.5, so we can round that to 0.1. All right. So I'm going to leave it like that. If you have any other questions, let me or Mr. Donaldson know, and good luck on the retake.